Hello everyone and welcome to Bing's Gaming Corner as I bring you some fresh hot new gameplay from a game that is eagerly anticipated on this channel. I recently played Alan Wake. A few weeks ago I wrapped that up as one of my first completed playthroughs, and now we get to sink our teeth into Alan Wake 2. The sequel we've been waiting for gosh, how long has it been? 2010? 13 years. Yep, I remember playing the original in grade 10. Now I'm sitting here as a 29-year-old man playing the sequel. Like the intro, foreboding. It's kind of haunting. Very haunting music. You get little flashes of Alan standing up in the cabin of the Bright Falls Lodge on the lake. So we're going to just jump into a new game. I have set the graphics on low. That was the recommended settings. We'll check the performance as we get into the game. Maybe we can bump up certain things if it's looking a little too rough around the edges, but you know, low settings on this game, I'm sure they'll still look amazing regardless. So I just want to alter the audio. Let's turn the master down a tad, music down a tad, sound effects a tad as well, dialogue. Maybe reduce the bass just slightly. Yeah, okay, that might be better. Hyperacusis filter. No, I think that's good. Let's jump into it. Okay. I reckon, what is story mode? I don't know, is that easy mode? I just played through Resident Evil 4 Remake on this channel, and I think normal mode was pretty darn easy. You know, I only died once during the final boss battle. I think the most times I died during the stage was like 6 or 7 times. That's really not bad, and I feel as though I have some recent experience playing a survival horror, so I played Alan Wake 1 on hard mode. I reckon we play Alan Wake 2 on hard mode. We jump into the deep end on this one, guys. Let's do it. Burn an enemy's shield away to expose the source point. Destroying the source point reveals a devastating damage. Okay, let's get some more tips. Use a hand flare to escape the enemy's grapple unharmed. When knocked to the ground, use dodge to follow up attacks. This will allow you to get back on your feet quicker. Just before we get into it, I do want to say, yes, waiting for this game for such a long time. Very much an anticipated release for me. A little bit intrepid about it, just because, you know, you only do get to play as Alan for half the game. Would it have been a more effective game if you get to play as Alan for the whole thing? Only time will tell. We'll have to play the game to see whether that would have been a better design choice. Maybe it pays off. Maybe the game is enhanced because of that decision. Again, I'll reserve judgment. 13 years, just savor the moment a little bit longer. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
I already kind of get the feeling like this is a movie within a game or a game within a movie. I don't know. It's a very powerful opening sequence. Oh my god. Who are you, naked man? Oh, hello. Okay guys, if you're sensitive to nudity or to the male genitalia as a whole, maybe advise looking away for this moment, because I gotta check and see if we get to see Ween. Slowly pan around there. Oh, I'm trying to find it. I don't know if we can. Okay. Doesn't seem like it. So who are you? Who is this individual? A portly man waking up on the shore of Cauldron Lake. Are you Agent Nightingale? Who are you? Wander forward here. God, this is haunting, isn't it? There's a deceased deer over here. Is this the one we saw floating in the lake earlier? Its eyes have been picked clean. Signs of predation. Ribcage exposed. Chunks of flesh removed from haunch. Do I leave footprints when I walk? Because that would be cool. Maybe on higher graphical modes you do, but... Am I dead? Is this man alive anymore? Jeez, it's haunting, isn't it? Guess we'll just mosey on up here.
Can you hear me?
Come on, Ed. We should go.
Already gone.
Wonder who the heck Ed is. Big Ed from Twin Peaks, who ran the auto shop mechanic. Who's that? Who's around me? I hear whispering coming from the tree line. This is very scary. I get the feeling that something could be behind any corner. Whoa! Who's that? Who's out here with me? I'm but a simple man with a big gut. Don't look at it. Don't look at my genitals. I do not consent to that. Man, okay. This very much visceral Pacific Northwest setting. You've got all the ferns here, swaying in the breeze, but it's nightmarish. Oh my god! Oh, sugar. That sound effects in this game are incredible. That I've got goosebumps running up my leg. Right now, far out. Guys, I'm no joke getting freaked out. Goosebumps running up and down my legs right now. Should I turn the lights off out here? I'm sitting out the back of my oh my god. I'm sitting out the back of my house on the patio. The sound effects in this game are just incredible. Like, I don't think I've ever been this scared playing a game before. Should we stop to read this? What does it say? Camping do's and don'ts. No time for reading. A vulnerable man, naked and afraid, surrounded by monsters. Couldn't think of a more nightmarish opening. Oh good, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Why do I need a sprint now? That deer scared the life out of me. Oh god. I don't think, like, since the original forest I've been this freaked out. Running around in a similar environment. Oh, the witch's ladle and witch's hut. Nice. Very apt. Now this is really taking me back to the original Alan Wake with the wind ripping through everything. Oh look, okay, get to the light post. Okay. Storm's picking up by the looks of it. Alright. Oh my god. Let's see if we can dodge these guys. Oh no. I'm just lost for words at the moment.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this.
My god, I removed his heart. Yep, he certainly did have a ween. Not a very impressive one at that either. This really reminds me of the opening of an X-Files episode. Die Hand die Valence. Got a dead man in the woods. Not gonna lie, that was a fucking awesome intro. Nephew Paul Coretta is Alan Wake.
How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What's happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's
Good
so
choice,
good.
good show.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to
Look at how
Kate. Tell her to
gorgeous
stop brooding so
the
much.
setting is here.
Logan? I will.
Brightfall's coming back to life with incredible detail. Here we are with Sam Lake, aka Max Payne, aka...
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
What's his name? Alex Casey.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
True Detective, Season 1.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
It's good to have Max Payne with me. Though, can't help but feel I'd like to play as
Here we
Max
are.
Payne. I think that would be really
Cauldron
cool.
Lake.
At least he's here with me.
Time to get to work. A deputy
Countered
was
a
supposed to be
few
here to show us
very
to the crime
great
scene.
issues here.
There's the car. So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return Part 1, The Invitation.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Alright, just give me a minute here,
I should
guys.
take
I'm
a look
just
at that map.
going to fiddle around with some of the graphical settings and see if we can optimize it for my setup. Be back in a minute. Alright guys, so I've toggled a couple things and it appears to be running a bit smoother. I think it just looks a bit weird because you can see a floating coffee cup over there. It's only running at around 35 to 40 frames a second, so yeah. I'm just going to have to put up with a little bit of a lower frame rate, but maybe hopefully as I continue to play through, old Bing can upgrade his graphics card and you know, things might look a little crisper, but yeah, it still looks fine enough, I reckon. The map displays key locations in the area. Okay, so this is where we were as our friend yesterday. There's the witch's hut, for Witch's ladle, where we came out of the water. For Witchfinder Station, the bony-legged path. Really enjoy their European mythology over here at Cauldron Lake, don't they?
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here.
Cauldron Lake rental cabins off to our right.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
I'm in charge of this case now.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Alex is on the case.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
I could use a briefing. Any witnesses for the crime? Yeah, let's get a briefing.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Turn your radio off, dude. Mulligan,
We reckon
turn
there
that
are some
thing off.
organs that are currently
Removed
outside the victim's
of the victim's
person
body.
when they should be, but you know, inside.
Alright, any witnesses to the crime? There were two kids, right, who saw the cult removing said organs.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Ne'er-do-wells, up to no good.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry, Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while
Sarah
ago.
Breaker, okay. She's still in charge. Let's go have a look at the body, Mulligan.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it. They got it, Thornton.
Alright, first goal done. Let's head on down to the store.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Okay, let's have a look in our Mind Palace, right?
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case.
Very True Detective-y when, in the intro of True Detective, when Russ has the antlers behind his head, yeah.
The facts are on the board.
This is interesting. Oh yeah, and I put a sweater on her that says "Oh dear Dinah." I thought that was cute. Is that me, little Saga as a child? Is that is that Alex? I think so. There's Old Sherman, I think it is, for Big Redwood. Grizzly Giant, Mariposa Grove. Big Old Redwood. Can't access that door yet. Oh, nice little bar area here. We've got a magazine, coffee maker. Bunch of files, some antlers. What's the symbolism behind a deer and the antlers? It resembles a crown. Is it a sign of virility, power? What do we got here? Some old Chinese. Certificate, I can't make that out. I got a plant. Seen better days. Alright, let's have a look at the case board. Let's get a lowdown.
Everything we know about the previous murders.
So we have 3 victims at the top. All victims reported missing in 2010, interestingly enough, when the first Alan Wake came out. Alright. All victims reported missing in 2010, no other commonalities, as Ted Lane, a dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists, seemingly had been dead for some time, right? Oh, free to navigate the case board. Okay. I'll keep looking. Okay, can we click on these pictures? Victor was reported missing in 2010, discovered 2012, buried in a shallow grave. We've got Wendy Davis, a school teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. And Percy Wolf, store owner, bruised, heart removed, strange tattoos. So, potentially removed organ. Some organs missing, predation. State of a body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. That's because she wasn't in the lake. Then 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. So, was that who we were, Percy Wolf? That's the man we were playing as at the beginning of the game. Murder method, slight difference in murders, bloating only, commonality in bodies but no cause of death, chest trauma, exposure to water or post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs, indicating that perhaps they were bound with some kind of ligature. Deep gash in chest, revealing that perhaps there was some kind of removal of organs. All bodies experienced bloating. Does that mean they were submerged in water for a period of time? Indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in the water, which was... you? Were you found in the water? Yeah. Okay. So there's been 3 murders around Cauldron Lake, the town of Bright Falls. Phone connections will help us search for the killer. So we've got a profile. Post-mortem tattooing on the body. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. A message from the killer, maybe, or their art. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. I can think of one. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques, so perhaps our cultists have some experience with maybe meat work or butchery, surgery even. Can we read anything in there? No. I mean, we've got a various age range. We've got 2 men and a woman. They're all Caucasian, I believe. Varied ages. She looks quite young. He looks, in his 40s, and old Percy looks like he could be in his late 50s or 60s even. Right. So, how do we leave our mind map? Just press the same button?
I see you're
Yeah, okay.
already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Bet you're a pleasure to have around parties, Sir Alex. Hey Alex, aren't you actually like a creation of a guy called Alan Wake who wrote books about you? You know, you're
Hi,
a
Casey.
hard-boiled detective.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Like that walking animation going down the
Stairs are
steps bit by bit.
You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. Let's have a little look-see, shall we? The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, which we went up in Alan Wake 2. The original Alan Wake. That's where the serial killer, or it's where we believe the serial killer took our wife Alice, but he was full of shit. From the right angle, the beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake mirrored in all its inverted glory. Probably not for me because I turned off reflections in my graphics. Try and make the game run as smooth as possible. Definitely a 2023 game, isn't it? I mean, you can see why, just populated with so much trees and foliage, wildlife. Incredible looking game. Definitely doesn't run as well as old Resident Evil 4 Remake though. Hey, Alex, why are we jogging now?
If getting back to nature is your thing.
That's my thing for sure. Okay, so he matches my speed, we can both jog.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the
New
local
York,
law
I
had the
guess.
sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Can I make it, Mulligan?
So we got the old general store here with just a fountain. Deputy?
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Here you go meet up with the local law. We have the Big Smoke federal agents. Agents Mulder and Scully, FBI.
Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Nice, yep, nice X-Files reference. I made it before you did, though.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
No, they are... Oh no, okay, I thought they were leaving footprints, are they not? Oh, no, they are leaving footprints, okay, cool. This is our true detective type murder site
This is
here.
the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this
Yeah.
fit the MO of the previous murders?
They didn't remove his manhood, interestingly enough. Not much of it to remove.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
If unlocked a key image, you can place it on the caseboard inside the mind place. Alright, let's do that. Pressing up on the D-pad allows Saga to see clues. The key image can be selected and placed on the caseboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings. We're here to investigate. Well, yeah, heart removed for sure, so that's a clue. Objectives are viewable at your caseboard goals. So you still need to investigate the crime scene. Yeah, right, can I link it to my... oh no, seemingly not. Press X. Can have a look in our case files. Okay, so that's our main case, and then we can swap over. Need to find evidence to connect it to our previous murders of 3 victims. Alright. Well, first one will be the removal of the heart, obviously. Remember, you can quick
Step
access the
1.
map without any
Examine the corpse.
place, alright. Yes, well, obviously we have the heart removed. That's consistent with our 3rd victim. Well, yeah, 3rd victim. Probably will be some bruising on the wrists and the legs. I will, Alex, just doing my own investigation here. Yeah, ligature marks around the ankles and wrists. What's the 3rd one? Bloating, yes. The victim appears bloated to me, indicating that he spent a considerable amount of time in the water.
I investigate a murder victim before, except in the movies.
Yep, it's interesting work, Thornton, that's for sure. Alright, so yes, first, obviously, we have our
Inside
removal
stab
of chest.
wound. Chest cut open.
So,
Heart removed.
removal of chest, I meant removal of heart, which is here.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
And we have our bruising on the wrists and ankles.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
We have bloating. Go back to our case board and chuck our clues up. Can be placed onto the open question. Ah, okay, right. Heart found near victim's body. It's major chest trauma. Okay, so I need to put it next to this one. A drop.
Keep trying.
We need to do this one next. No? Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open questions. What does that mean? Can I remove? Ah, okay. Sure, okay, I was just putting the further away when I needed to.
Nope.
There we go.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the
You reckon,
straps are left
Saga?
behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Clues have resolved, and the opening question has unlocked a deduction. As you advance into the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the update goals by pressing Y. New goal, learn more about the victim and learn more about the killer. Who was our victim? The killers? Well, I guess we'll find evidence, yeah. Find evidence of that. Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Have a chat with old Thornton about that. Have you identified the victim, Deputy?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale.
Ah,
He was
yep.
FBI. He came to
Agent
town and
Nightingale.
browsed
I said that, I
15
called
years
it.
ago. I haven't heard a word about him since.
Nightingale didn't have as big of a gut in Alan Wake.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes.
The same, the very same, right?
Ruin, brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Huh. Alright, well, let's,
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
True, he was alive. Just do something real quick. No, it still shows up, okay. Be good if they didn't have these little markers around. Can I turn that off somehow? Hide HUD widgets, hide HUD notifications.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display. Multiple people were here. Multiple
Indicative
killers.
of the footprints. Yes, well, it was a cult, wasn't it? What did you know about the victim, Alex?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. We were working cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he
So
got
what
fired?
happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Did Nightingale not die in the original Alan Wake? God, I only played it a few weeks ago and I can't remember. So he's been missing since 2010.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Yeah, I'll say. So what do we got over here? We've got some alcohol. Too much booze for one person.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Tripod for a camera.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
So we know a few things about the victim now. KC Nightingale went off the deep end, the FBI fired him. Victim was Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Looking for Alan Wake. Alright. Multiple sets of footprints indicating that there were a few people at the crime scene at the time of death of their victim. And heavy blood spatter on the table indicating the victim was alive when bound.
Footprints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
He really made a mess here, caught up in the act of just sloppy work. Lots of activity here, it's unlikely our killer was working alone. Premeditated or spontaneous. With signs of premeditation indicated by the beer and the fact that they had set up a camera to film the grisly scene.
They planned for the murder to happen here. passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
How did they know he was coming? He
He's been
crawled out of
missing
the
for
lake.
13 years. Why here? Why now?
Came from the
Profiling.
lake.
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Fans kind of rotate and bear, isn't it? Do a little profiling. What's this here?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst, not the best, not the worst. That's, I guess, pretty accurate, right? No one can be the best, and I guess you just wouldn't want to be the worst. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues for profiling people of interest. Wonder if I'll have any Bigfoot references in the game. We are in Washington after all.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. We're not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
That would explain the bloating.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. It's somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Actually, I don't know whether he was bloated, right? Because he was alive when he came out of the lake, and we didn't notice any signs of bloating on the body. There was just the heart had been removed, ligature marks on the feet and on the wrists, and heart removed. Stab wound in chest, yeah.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click.
Really did my boy Nightingale a bit dirty, unfortunately. Poor fella did go off deep, and I guess that's why he, I don't know, put on a lot of weight after the events of the original. Alright, gotta go back to our case board here and piece together some more things. Victim came from, profile someone. Came from the lake! Feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why after 13 years, where's he been? Was he in the lake?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Sounds like a plan for them.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out.
Removed his heart
But then they were
surgically.
interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Very
I
cold.
haven't figured that part out yet.
I mean, I think it would be pretty cold at
Lots
all
of
times for you.
questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Maybe he was drunk.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Is that a redwood? What have we got here?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Another, is that a footprint?
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
This path was once opened. It was clear to be able to pass through.
A page full of text on one side.
Is that
No printout.
one of Alan's
Written
manuscripts?
with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation.
They're all figments of Alan's imagination.
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Let's have a quick squiz at our manuscript, eh? It is nice hanging out here in the White Palace. I mean, it's not too hard to believe that she's a crack investigator, considering she can just duck in here anytime to put all this stuff together, right? Let's have a look at her little certificate here.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Certificate of meritorious achievement to Agent Saga Anderson, 2019. Mile High Strangler. So somebody strangled in a bathroom? In an airplane? That would be an interesting one to work on. Alright, let's have a read of the old manuscript.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Leading them on an invitation, how could they not accept the sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them? Gone missing 13 years ago and returned, just like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks for Return. I wonder how much of an inspiration that was to this game. I guess we'll find out. Oh. Watch a little bit of Night Springs here. An old VCR. Look at that. How old is this, my place? Like, I haven't seen a TV like that since the mid-2000s. Let's do a little profiling.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now.
He was written into the story too.
Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Dig it out.
I must find out what.
We'll have to go back to the body then. Maybe do an autopsy back at the back in HQ. Footprints emerging from under a rock. That indicates he perhaps came from water. Trail gone cold. The pathway is now blocked. Something.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Anything else here? Nightingale had something hidden inside of him. We have to go find out what that was. There's more going on here than I'm seeing. I need to examine his body properly back in town, right? So let's get back to, I guess, the police station or go to a medical clinic and let's get an autopsy underway.
I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more.
Alex, you're a character
I believe it.
in a story.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
Just notice that Saga's got a flashlight on her left hip, so that'll come in handy later.
Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Sorry about the curlews, guys. Hopefully the dogs just chase them away. Alright, well, let's get this stiff back to HQ.
Hey, you made it back.
I was half expecting Fulton to pick up one of the beers and start hooking into it.
Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Let's get this stiff back to town.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deer Feast.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Brinkley called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key
Go interview them, I
to the
suppose.
gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thank you, Deputy.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
I can use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
What did they put in you? It sounded like Alex was coming through the, maybe a walkie-talkie there, because he's walked up ahead. That's a cool little detail. It'd be pretty scary coming back here when it's dark. Going into the cabin. Shortcut key.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty
Went to
woods.
Central Washington, D.C.
Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
That'd be nice.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this version.
That's probably a fair point. Don't think that many people are getting their hearts removed around here in this quaint town in... Well, you wouldn't expect it to happen. Small town in Washington State. We have a look inside here.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Oh, hello. It's a small kite or a dream catcher. That's odd.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Interesting. So Alex Casey is a real detective who coincidentally is also here. There's a fictional Alex Casey in this universe who is a figure in the books written by Alan Wake. And has movies as well. So does that mean this is actually reality? Or is it just a coincidence that Alex Casey is here and that the fictional Alex Casey also exists in this universe? Anyway, we're all in this together here. I have a heroic day. Got a manuscript. Oh, let's go have a look at it. Oh no, still only have one. Okay, Alex Casey lunchboxes. Points of interest cases. Track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart the collection progress.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another
They
message.
They knew Alex would be out here as well. Interesting. Guess you've got to be in the Cauldron Lake area, right? Note inside says we're in this together, hero. What do they mean? Who left this? I think I know who did. Ah, this is where you upgrade your weapons. Land 2 headshots in succession to stun an enemy for extended duration. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Okay, that's what I thought I had. But I only had 2 fragments, so I need more of them. It's cool that they still have little areas you can explore for additional items. I did see that there was something back down on our way to the lake. There's a different path, so hopefully we can return to that later. Maybe there'll be some more upgrade points. Let's get into town there, Mr. Casey.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And
Let me
why
give you a
take
hand
all
there,
this
Alex.
heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Okay, Alex. Guess we need to use the key again, right? Nothing like doing a bit of Nordic walking on your day off. Really good exercise. Alright, looks like I'm back at the old car park and I've lost my partner. Oh, there he is.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Standard government vehicle. Do we get to drive the car ourselves like we did in Alan Wake? The original, I should say.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
She might change her tune in a little bit when things start getting really scary. Oh man, it feels good to be back.
Need to swing by the lodge
Bright
to get
bulbs.
anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
Back after 13 years.
I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Looks good, doesn't it?
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
That's a damn fine cup of coffee. So we're here in Bright Falls during the Deer Festival. The original Alan Wake, we arrived on a ferry. Pat's on the radio. Pat
I'm gonna go
May.
check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Davis family roast jerky. Staying here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? This was
Can't blame us for that.
and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio calling from there. Tapio, are you there?
Sounds like a Finnish name.
And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
Pat
That definitely seems to be on the menu.
Main, you sound a little bit different.
Next week. Also rain. Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest? No. Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever. Yes, I like this parade. It is there, one float in the shape of a swan. Their whole neck and everything.
I wonder if we'll get to see that float.
So you're a fan of swans? No. Right, well, that's our time. We'll be right back after this next song by the rock and roll sensation, National Nightmare.
Catching anything there, buddy? Some guy staring out over the water. There's some dude taking selfies, I think. He's taking some pictures. The Elderwood Palace Lodge. Let's have a look at the old notice board here. Jaywalking costs lives. We've got our boating safety regulations, DFS checklist. What to do during national disaster. This is the 81st Deer Fest. Temisto Farms. Missing. Wish I could read that. That's a doggy. I lost cat too. Ma'am? Billy's Boatyard back here. Established 1994, the year of my birth. It's good to be back in Twin Peaks, Bright Falls, after all this time. Looking just as comfy as I remember.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Good to be back, Alex. Or Al? Alex Allen. 4-letter names that start with A. Not of us talking to a bunch of people. Oh, sorry. I didn't think you'd actually respond to me. Cole Street.
Any interesting guests lately? Any good finds?
Zilch. But someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping.
I'll be back in a second.
They're nuts. So, that's what all that screaming was about? Either that, or the couple on their honeymoon. When you guys said nothing
That's
about
gross.
in this town, you weren't kidding. Not on the surface, at least. Or in the public eye. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that one later, for sure.
There's the old police station I remember going through here in Alan Wake, the original. Drahen Tools and Hardware, we've got a hardware store. Got a lawnmower out here. Can we listen to some more radio? No. Deer hunt competition. Looks like the road out of town there. Actually, could we check the map here? Oh, we don't have the map of the town yet. Oh cool, so I can listen to some music if I want. And Tapio's weather report, which was very, very enlightening. There's the Twin Peaks Sheriff Station. There's the church, yep, that's where we had to go with Sheriff Breaker and Barry in the original. Just tacking on a few nails there. Excuse me guys. Just a couple of lumberjacks, by the looks of it, wearing flannel. I think it'd be comfy if you operated a business like this and you could just sleep upstairs. Just imagine, you operate your own little business and you close the shop up at night and you can just retire to your bedroom, up above the shop. Maybe you would see some spooky things out of the street at night. Excellent vest for a little fishing buddy. Got some bait and tackle. The antique attic.
A pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guy stuck on desk duty. This is where the action is.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Pretty comfy looking.
Who else to protect its citizens?
Oh. Is that the sheriff, maybe? Just want to go and see if I can walk up this way to go and check out the... Is that a cat? I can check out the church. It seems to all be fairly quiet at the moment.
This is not the way.
Okay, can't go up there yet. And it did say that I couldn't go there, do not enter wrong way. I like it that they've turned it into a bit of a semi-open world. Okay, yeah, I won't be able to go up there yet either. Is the Bright Falls Bank? Don't you just think you'd love to move to a town like this and, you know, set up shop one day? It's a gorgeous town. Oh, this is the park. Oh yeah, I remember this from the original too. Yeah, it looks just as I remember. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, would you just love to move to a place like this, nestled in the pine trees of the Pacific Northwest? This looks so comfy.
Trash, garbage, refuse, call it what you will. I will make it disappear.
I reckon this guy is gonna try and like tear my throat out with his teeth at some point. It just seems like a bit of a creep. Good to see the citizens of the town hard at work. You know, this kind of section of the game really reminds me of the game Life is Strange, where you play as, I think her name is Alex, and again it's just like this beautiful picturesque town. I think it might also be set in Washington or maybe Oregon. It's a town in the Pacific Northwest. It's kind of like a walking sim game, but yeah, just stunning environment, kind of like this. And in that game, you know, you walk around the town, and you can hear the citizens in the town having conversations with each other, just sort of going about their daily business. Yeah, it's just a real slice of life, and this is reminding me of that. Just a few people running around doing some odd jobs to prepare for the big festival.
I have things to do. And this is not the right way.
Got a few people even sitting down in the park over here. And some crows. That lady appears to be feeding them. Yep, I remember the flocks of crows from the original. They were a bane. Vote setup. Ooh. Damn, I wouldn't mind having a M&M cookie right now, actually, to be honest.
Setter is better.
Who is this Mr. Setter? Oh man, so comfy. Clay's Clam House, just a little seafood restaurant here on the waterfront. Oh look, they're importing, yeah, the, well, I guess some mannequins they're using for the floats. Just looks nice.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee.
Oh, brilliant.
Washington's finest.
That's not Sheriff Breaker.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just
Wait,
say,
hold
I'm
up.
happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
What happened to... You're not Sheriff Breaker. In our universe, Sarah Breaker, well, was a woman, and her name was Sarah, and you're the sheriff, and your name is Tim, and you're a man? This isn't right. I was told there would be witnesses.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Guess Alex is really looking to wind down his career now.
You sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Might just eavesdrop on their conversation here for a memento.
2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Okay, sure. I guess that's it then. Just gonna enjoy my coffee. Here we are, the Twin Peaks Diner. $10 cheeseburger. Ed! Hang on. Ed was, he was there. Oh yeah, right. Of course. Just gonna have a little look at what everyone's up to.
Take it easy.
Person? Is that you? Did you say that to me? It's the old jukebox. Oh, and look at it. Creepy bear. Do not touch. Creepy bear. Jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. Yeah, that's what the, what they called, the Anderson brothers? They were called the Anderson brothers. I'm like, yeah, some of the songs are there. Take Control, Build Gods of Asgard, Alone at My Own Wake, Old Gods of Asgard, who, yeah, the Anderson brothers formed that band, and they always listened to the Lyman the Coconut song here at the diner. It's old Coffee World. Can't go back there. Damn, I would love to have a piece of their pie. Where's Rose? I want Rose to make me a coffee. At the old Twin Peaks diner. I just really wish we had diners like this in Australia. You know, you don't get that. Oh, there's a nice big marlin on the wall. Goddamn $1 donuts, $5 milkshakes, French fries. It's awesome. Little TV you can watch some football on. It's like, we don't have this kind of experience in Australia. You know, come up to the counter, you have a coffee refills all the damn time. They're always asking you if you want more coffee. You know, these picturesque red chairs to sit on.
Can't dwell on it too much.
Looks like that's a piece of pie there. Someone forgot their toy. Yo, the bookers. Yo, from New York.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath,
That's reasonable.
pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you.
Might take a
I
bath
just have a
tonight
few
as well, actually.
questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Why were you at Cauldron Lake?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
Filming a
I'm a
video.
writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous
I called it.
Lake went missing here.
From New York.
I was down at the lake, getting some details.
Look like they're from New York. Can you tell me what you saw?
So what did you see in the woods?
this naked dude came out of the lake, and
How Agent 90
he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting.
Too cold for that.
We ran into these psychos in deer masks.
Cultists.
They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. Then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you think it was the activity of a
What
cult?
makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying.
Wait, hang on, you cut him off. What was he about to say there? Well, enjoy your pie, guys.
Exactly why I hate small towns. Town man. You know how touchy these rural types can be?
It's a bit of an offensive thing to say, you know? Bit, bigoted against the country folk. Missing doggo, self-defense courses. Fishing gear for sale. Oh look, a coffee cup mascot costume. $50. Let's see if there's any secrets back here like there was in the original. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Good dream or a bad dream? Yeah, a little bit creepy back here. Employees only, not while I'm around. Okay, nice, we've got a map of the town now. That'd be an easy target. Stay alert in public. Painting of a deer.
I need something to force this open.
It's another poster for Coffee World. Go to the bathroom in here. Can't open that. Seems suitably ominous. Who's in the stall back here, I wonder? Half expected someone to jump out at me there. We should wash our hands. Just a bit of soap. Alright, now we can go. So in the original, the old log lady was standing over there flickering the lights, and Alan came back here. Still quite eerie back here, all these years later. Alright, well, thanks for your time, guys. I'm gonna go back and talk to my partner now. The store must remain unlocked during business hours, so that checks out. Sorry, were there other witnesses I needed to speak with? So we can only access this area, the Palace Lodge, the Sheriff's Station, the diner, the downtown area, so we can go to Main Street, Cole Street, and Biltmore Avenue. Wonder if we can get back to the church in that area back there. We've got Bunker Woods, Billy's Boatyard, and the Valhalla Nursing Home, and a manor. Ranger Station. Oh Dear Diner, Clay's Clam House. Nothing new on the case board. Okay, I got a profile of witnesses, perhaps. What is the cult of the tree?
What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants this.
True detective.
Finders keepers Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Cammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
You know that deceiving a federal officer is a offense, right?
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer found the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Cammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Alright, I guess you guys are clean. Tammy, I think you found something you're not telling me about.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor.
Rose, there she is.
In case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
I mean, I know you,
I
Rose,
thought
but
we'd
the Saga
never
know
see you
her.
back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
What the hell is going on?
You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
That was a very odd interaction. Very peculiar indeed. Alright, so I guess we need to go to the sheriff's station now and figure out what happened to Mr. Nightingale.
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's
Yes, I think that's a good idea too.
go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That's all.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something.
Played some D&D back in the day. The wizard was always my favorite class.
My favorite class too.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
I can hear a cat somewhere. Yeah, Wizard is my favorite class
Hey,
too.
what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Yeah, just a coincidence, man.
Hey, boss.
Mulligan?
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Thanks, fellas.
This is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We
Looks
appreciate
just
the
like
support,
the Twin
Sheriff.
Peaks Sheriff Station.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Watch Twin Peaks if you haven't, by the way. Great show.
Whenever you're ready to take my money.
What are you up to? He's playing WWE Champions on his phone.
Agent?
Getting a briefing in here, are we, fellas? Wait a minute, what year are we in?
The investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
So, yeah, what year are we in? Because, like, okay, a lot of the murders happened around 2010. People went missing. That was 13 years ago.
I don't know about you folks, but I don't care for all these gruesome...
Why do the computers look like they're from the early 2000s, then?
It's not what I signed
What year
up.
is this?
This line of work is not for the faint of heart.
Faint of... Oh.
Good pun, because their hearts get removed. However, people are using mobile phones and modern clients, so I guess they just haven't updated their IT budget around here.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods.
Yaka?
We've only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season.
Hey, there's the bear from the diner.
A bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela Botic's best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World Magazine. And I'm here to give you a tour of a lifetime. But
Chuck Norris?
I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have both cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
They've really done a good job of trying to build the town up.
Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition
Thermos.
Oh Dear Diner Coffee Thermo.
Good to see some Finns represented in popular culture as well, but yeah, building the lore up around the town, that's nice. Good world building. Sorry to keep you, fellas, I was watching TV.
Store. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
You a medical doctor, Saga? Like Agent Scully? You go into any of these rooms?
They always cheer me up.
Can't say I feel the same.
You're a bit of an odd guy, Alex. Okay, I guess we can't get it there yet. What's that? Some ammo. Oh, okay, so I can actually use my case now. So how do I have to figure out how to do that. maybe the game will let me know once we actually get into that part of it. Well, thanks for getting the door for me.
It doesn't budge. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Geez, he really hasn't aged too well, poor Nightingale. I don't know, he does look pretty bloated, actually. Maybe he was in the water for quite a while.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Gee, that's a tough one. Maybe the gaping hole in his chest?
Huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Some of the old chrome
The body
dough.
shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
Right, so explain the bloating. So his wrists for his ligature marks.
Wounds. He put up a fight.
When he was being strapped to the table.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Tattoos.
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Let's take a look
There's
at that
writing
heart.
on here.
They tattooed his heart.
Can't make it out.
Writing. How'd they manage that?
Intriguing. Swap back over to the murder Cauldron Lake.
Care of all this.
Oh, sorry. We did? Okay. Different case then. Cauldron Lake murders.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Well, geez, there's a couple things. There was words tattooed on his heart. It's one thing. Did the killer write this on the heart? How? I can't make out what it says. Smudged text under the victim's skin. Can chuck that under ritual writing as well.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Defensive bruises on the hand suggesting he put up a hell of a fight. Bleeding of joints indicates long-term water exposure. Chest ripped open, something visible inside. What did they remove and what did they leave in?
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
It's a pretty good guess that they did, I would say. Oh, cool. We can watch a bit of TV as well. That's why there's a TV in here. Oh, Tim. Didn't notice you there. Let's reach into that chest vent and see what we can pull out. Tweezers, Saga, really? Wouldn't it be bigger? Probably need a pair of tongs or whatever they've left in there. Got another manuscript here.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Bingo.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Wait, how can he kill people if he's dead?
We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
This doesn't sound good, does it?
No, wait.
Tim?
Sheriff?
Tim?
Show me the clicker.
Agent, you should be dead. Oh, goddamn. He's really reminding me of the regenerators from Resident Evil 4 Remake. What did he do to the deputy?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Gotta use the torch to blind him. We do have a pistol. Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
He's coming. No weapon.
What?
The page said to get into the light.
Oh, I guess we lost our pistol. Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies. Go to where the moths are. I guess we lost our handgun when he threw us across the room. I think Alan's got the clicker, bud.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Oh my god. This is really freaking me out. Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable. Okay. So we gotta use them tactically.
Go!
Look for the moths who are attracted to the light. And remember that Nightingale's nickname for Alan Wake was Hemingway. He called him that all the time, so he's referring to Alan when he says Hemingway.
He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it.
I know, Saga, I know, but it's like I'm kind of scared to leave the light right now with this Sasquatch roaming around. It's like with the bloating, like he looks enormous. Look at the size of him. He's like, oh my god, Sasquatch-like proportions.
I need to get my gun.
God. Fuck. There's my gun. Oh god. Oh! Damn, okay. Can't run into him. This is not how the story goes. I was hoping that by shooting him in the leg I would slow him down. Maybe he would fall over, but didn't quite pan out that way. Guess we'll just skip this again, seeing as how we've seen this cutscene already. I like it how they still have safe havens in the game as well, like the original.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's
This
out in
is
the
so
hall. Gotta get back.
uncomfortable seeing him wander around like this. Alright.
Gotta move. Now.
Let's make a move. Go grab that gun. Can we get out of here?
I can't get through this.
Oh my god. Because it's like, I don't know if we can kill him. And I'm in a corner, but it seems like the game does want me to kill him, so I guess we just unload on him and maybe hit him in the head enough and he'll go down. In my brief experiences with the gunplay so far, it does feel like it's more intuitive than Resident Evil 4 Remake, but I guess that game was kind of designed around having tank controls, you know? Oh my god. I don't like looking at a sad little pecker. Why is he talking about the clicker?
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Alright.
Go!
Vanished.
Just like Breakup. Did Casey vanish as well? Oh shit. End of chapter 1, hey? The return. Might just enjoy some of the lilting music. So just like during the original game, they have music at the end of each chapter, seemingly. Okay, I'm just gonna go grab a drink of water and I guess come back, get into chapter 2, but I'll probably leave it at that for tonight. One chapter down. I think that's a good start, and I'll give my thoughts and impressions on the game so far. Kind of reminds me of the True Detective endings of the episodes, the closing credits in the first season. Soak it all and enjoy the experience. Very haunting. An appropriately haunting song for the conclusion of the first chapter. Oh, nice. Damn, this is a banger. Oh, it's just unique music. I'd follow Alan into the dark too. Sleepy. Yeah, well, that was quite a gripping first chapter. Definitely light on action, but I like the time it took to set the piece. You know, it didn't rush you through things. It was a bit of a walking sim early on, but I don't mind that because you have a beautiful setting in the Pacific Northwest. I got to have a bit of a look around Bright Falls, which didn't really get to do in the original game during the day. Beautiful town. Nice little interactions between the townsfolk. Good world building helped populate the world. It was just very calming. I think it was a calming, serene moment to remind me of what it's like to be a normal person living in a normal world before we enter the nightmare realm. So I have a nice memory to hold on to before things get all messy and scary. But I enjoyed that opening. I did. Reminded me of Life is Strange, like I mentioned. Very comfy game, very chill game, and I liked the chill opening. And then it ended, of course, with a very confronting sequence with Nightingale wandering around like a Sasquatch. In the morgue. More scary stuff to come now, no doubt. Oh no, we've got Casey here still.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
We were attacked by a dead man.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure
Somebody
out...
call Fox Mulder and Agent Dana Scully. What happened to the sheriff, do you reckon, Alex?
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Could this be the work of the cult, do you
The
reckon?
victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start relearning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Manuscript page inside the body almost to resurrect him. Find out where Nightingale went.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
These pages are important. Breaker wrote one before he disappeared.
Got another one of the deputies here who got butchered by freaky old Nightingale.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Well, guess he went out this way, huh? Think we need to go, Alex, and find this freak. through here now?
It's not opening.
Can't go through there. So we've got some first aid supplies here. Nice.
Can't be opened on this side. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Damn straight we are. Multiple assailants chanting, Azazel, Azazel. A matching dress code. We're not dealing with a serial killer, but we are dealing with serial killers, plural. We can come back and revisit our manuscript pages as well. Oh, cool, and we've got the ending music for the first chapter as well. Okay. Can't head out here either. Do you have a set of keys on you? Yes, you do. Can I grab them? No. Is there anything else in here I haven't picked up yet? Is that what we're waiting for? I mean, there's not many places you could have gone, to be fair. It's, you know, only 2 doors leading out of here. Oh, okay, I've got a heap of clues for this one.
I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
That's alright, we've got plenty of clues now. Casey, the Cult of the Tree is performing rituals to create monsters. Victim of the cult became a monster, physically turned into something. Their goal: turn people into monsters. Nightingale was the only victim to become a monster. Kind of cult. Nightingale only became, his murder matched the other victims. Why didn't they become monsters too? They didn't have a manuscript page shoved in their bodies. Cultists were wearing deer masks, so that will be up here. What kind of cult? A cult that wants to have their identities concealed. If they're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfist. Don't bring Deerfist into this. A cult necklace with a triangle symbol, 2 triangles. Sign of the Illuminati, triangle. What's the symbolism behind the triangle? Sure, it can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle, perhaps a badge of pride. Potentially. Victims' organs covered in writing, page found inside chest. Yeah, let's read it. Manuscript page found inside writing has some significance. Goal is to turn them into monsters. Maybe I can't use this one yet. Can I? Goal is to turn them into monsters. I don't have any explanation for this. How are they doing this? What the hell is going on here? No, it's all very weird, that's for sure. That's as far as we can go on this one now. We know multiple people are involved. They do not want to have their identities known, perhaps even to each other. Goal is to turn people into monsters. To what end? Take over the town. Guess we can maybe have another chat with old Alex boy now. Something back through here. Do we need to do some more profiling? No. What's in here? Can I go in here? No. No more clues at the moment. Wait, hang on. Talk to someone about their goal, but you know, I am hearing a radio. Do I need to, talk to somebody on the radio? How to get there?
It won't open.
It's a key. Can I not take your key? That's cool, you can bring out your torch whenever you want. Ooh, dodge, I can jump away from people. Oh, there we are, okay, so Y, I can access my gear. Cult necklace, manuscript fragment, shortcut key, a charm bracelet. There's hooks attached to it. Pistol, standard FBI issue sidearm, semi-automatic full recoil, moderate stopping power, 12 rounds, some batteries for the torch, trauma pads. How can I hotkey this? Like healing over there, I suppose. Maybe I can't withdraw my weapon at the moment. Guess I'm missing something in here, but what? Something in here, maybe. It seems like we're meant to be able to
from the other side.
Get in there, but there's like a radio wave sounds of it, but how do we get in there? there. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of stumped on this. Seemingly that's as far as we can go on the cult at the moment. Go figure out where Nightingale went. I mean, I'm trying, you know, I'm really trying to do that, but there's only so many places I can kind of look here. Nothing in any of the, maybe I need to look up, is there a ventilation system or something that he crawled up through? I missed it. An air duct. Big old stain on the ceiling there. I just feel like it would make sense if I could grab the keys from the deputy, right, and you know, then you can use the keys to, you know, unlock a door that's locked right now. It kind of makes sense, but you know, am I in the wrong? Am I not doing the right thing here? Is there a glitch preventing me from going forward here? Yeah, I'm not sure. But at any rate, guys, I kind of wanted to wrap it up for this evening. I played nearly 2 hours of the intro of Alan Wake 2. Really enjoying it so far. It's been pretty freaky. It's been, you know, mostly comfy so far, to be fair. Just wandering around the town and doing some FBI investigatory work. I feel like the action and the creepiness is about to ramp up. Loving the sound design, absolutely immaculate. Especially that opening sequence as Nightingale, man. That was like the most creeped out I've been. Visceral gaming experience I've had in a while. Goosebumps running up my leg there. Maybe when I load back into it, I don't know if there's a glitch happening that's preventing me from grabbing those keys, or whether I need to do something else entirely. I don't know, but I'll find out and get back to you on that. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this segment of Alan Wake 2. Hope you continue to watch it. If you are enjoying it, please like the video, subscribe to my channel for more content. yeah, until next time, keep it easy, take care of yourselves, and have a good one. This is Bing signing out. Have a great night.